You've just shared some incredible news, a promotion, a new business venture, or maybe a personal triumph like finally running that marathon. You're beaming, excited to celebrate with the people you care about most. But as you look around, you notice something subtle, something you almost miss. A friend's smile doesn't quite reach their eyes. A family member's congratulations sound a little hollow, a little forced. A few days later, you hit a snag. A project at work falters, or a new challenge proves harder than you thought. And suddenly, those same people who offered lukewarm congratulations are now surprisingly eager to offer advice, or, worse, seem to find a quiet satisfaction in your struggle. You start to feel a creeping unease. It's a strange, unsettling feeling. The suspicion that someone you trust isn't just indifferent to your success, but secretly wants you to fail. This isn't just paranoia. It's a real, and unfortunately common, phenomenon rooted in the darker corners of human psychology. It's the uncomfortable truth that not everyone in your life is on your team. In this video, we're going to dive into the dark psychology behind why some people secretly want you to fail, and how you can spot the signs and protect yourself from their negative influence. At its core, the desire for others to fail often stems from one powerful and destructive emotion, envy. But this isn't the simple, open envy we sometimes feel, the kind where you see someone with a nice car and think, I wish I had that. This is a more malicious, hidden form of envy, known as schadenfreude. Schadenfreude is a German word that literally means harm joy, and it perfectly captures the feeling of finding pleasure in someone else's misfortune. When a person secretly wants you to fail, they're often experiencing a cocktail of envy and schadenfreude. They look at your success not as a source of inspiration, but as a painful reminder of their own perceived shortcomings. Your rise makes them feel small, and your fall makes them feel big. It's a zero-sum game in their minds. For you to win, they must lose, and for them to feel better, you must be brought down. Think about a colleague who has been at the same level for years. When you get promoted, their initial reaction might be to praise you, but internally, they're feeling a sting. Your promotion highlights their stagnation. They may begin to subtly sabotage your efforts, perhaps by withholding key information, spreading rumors, or undermining your ideas in meetings. They don't necessarily wish for your complete ruin, but they hope for a stumble, a setback that will bring you back down to their level, or even below it. This isn't just about professional rivalry. It's a deep-seated insecurity projected onto your success. Beyond envy, another key driver is insecurity and a lack of self-worth. People who don't believe in their own ability to succeed often see your success as a threat. Instead of using your achievements as motivation, they view them as an insurmountable wall that highlights their own powerlessness. They might feel like they're trapped in a situation they can't escape, whether it's a dead-end job, a toxic relationship, or a life they feel they have no control over. Your freedom, your progress, and your happiness are a direct contrast to their perceived helplessness. Wanting you to fail becomes a way to maintain their worldview, a world where no one can truly win, and therefore, their own lack of success is justified. They might say things like, that sounds too good to be true, or don't get your hopes up, as a way of subtly trying to plant seeds of doubt in your mind. This is a form of self-preservation for them. If you fail, their belief system remains intact, and they don't have to face the terrifying possibility that they are the only ones holding themselves back. Another significant psychological factor is a need for control and dominance. Some people, often those with narcissistic tendencies, view relationships as a power dynamic. They must be the one on top, the one in control, the one with the most influence. Your success disrupts this carefully constructed hierarchy. It gives you power, independence, and a spotlight that they feel should be on them. When you succeed, you become less dependent on their approval and validation. To regain control, they might try to manipulate your emotions, guilt-trip you, or create drama around your achievements. For example, they might say something like, I'm happy for you, but I'm just so stressed with my own life right now that it's hard to be excited about anything. This statement, while seemingly honest, serves to shift the focus back to their problems and away from your success. They want to be the one you go to for help, the one who solves your problems, because it reinforces their sense of importance and power. Your ability to navigate life successfully without their constant intervention is a direct threat to their ego. So, how can you spot the signs of someone who secretly wants you to fail? It's often in the small, subtle actions rather than outright hostility. One of the most common signs is the backhanded compliment. This is a compliment that seems positive on the surface, but is actually a disguised insult. For instance, "I'm so surprised you pulled that off. You've always been so disorganized." Or, "It's so great that you're starting your own business. It's so brave. I could never take that kind of risk." While the words great and brave are used, the underlying message is a critique of your past or a subtle insinuation that you're being reckless. Another major red flag is the inability to celebrate your success without bringing it back to themselves. They might interrupt your exciting news to talk about their own minor achievements or turn the conversation into a competition. When you announce a new job, they immediately say, "Oh, I was offered an even better position last month, but I didn't take it." This is a classic tactic to diminish your success and assert their own superiority. Also, pay attention to how they react to your setbacks. People who are genuinely on your side will offer support and encouragement when you're down. Those who secretly want you to fail will offer performative sympathy. They might say the right words. "Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry to hear that." But their tone and body language will betray them. You might notice a hint of a smile, a flash of relief in their eyes, or an over-the-top reaction that feels disingenuous. They might also quickly shift from offering sympathy to offering "I told you so" advice, using your failure as an opportunity to prove their own wisdom and foresight. They might say, "You know, I had a feeling this would happen," or "If you had just listened to me, this wouldn't have been a problem." This isn't helpful. It's a way for them to feel validated and superior. Another key sign is gossip and negativity. People who secretly want you to fail will often spread negative rumors about you or gossip about your perceived flaws to others. They might not do this directly to your face, but you might hear about it through the grapevine. This is a way of poisoning the well and turning others against you, making it harder for you to succeed. They may also subtly discourage your efforts by consistently pointing out the risks and potential downsides of your plans, making you doubt yourself. "Are you sure you want to do that? What if it doesn't work out? I'd just be so worried about the financial side of it." While a certain degree of caution is healthy, this behavior is often rooted in their own fears and insecurities, and they are using them to hold you back. By this point, you might be thinking, "This all sounds so dark, but what can I do about it?" The first step, as with all things, is awareness. Once you can identify the patterns of behavior, you can stop taking their comments personally. Their desire for you to fail has nothing to do with your worth or your abilities. It is a reflection of their own inner turmoil. The second step is boundary setting. You don't have to share every success with people who consistently bring you down. You can choose to limit the information you share and create distance. This isn't about being cold or rude. It's about protecting your energy and your emotional well-being. If someone consistently reacts negatively to your good news, you are under no obligation to continue to expose yourself to their toxic energy. You can also try to change the dynamic. When someone gives you a backhanded compliment, you can choose to ignore the negative part and respond only to the positive. Or, if you feel comfortable, you can gently call them out. "That sounds a little backhanded. Did you mean it that way?" This can sometimes make people aware of their own behavior and force them to be more direct. If you've enjoyed this video so far and found it helpful, please take a moment to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment below with your thoughts. Your support helps us create more content like this. Ultimately, the best way to handle people who secretly want you to fail is to focus on your own journey. The most powerful response you can have is to continue to succeed. Your success isn't just a personal victory. It's a statement that their negativity and envy have no power over you. Don't let their insecurities become your reality. Surround yourself with people who genuinely champion you and who lift you up. Cultivate a support system of friends and family who celebrate your wins and stand by you during your losses. These are the people who truly deserve your energy and attention. The truth is, some people will always be rooting for your downfall. It's an unfortunate part of human nature. But you have the power to choose who you let into your inner circle and whose opinions you value. Your success is yours alone, and it's a direct result of your hard work and dedication. Don't let someone else's envy steal your joy. Continue to pursue your goals, celebrate your achievements, and build a life that you are proud of. When you thrive, they are forced to confront their own issues, and that's a battle they have to fight on their own. Thank you for watching. If you found this video valuable, please consider sharing it with someone who might need to hear this message. And remember, your journey is your own, and the only person who can truly hold you back is you.